feel hot.
That shit's hot.
What up, boys? Still not dry, almost. Still not dry, almost. But I guess the sun is kind of going down. What's up, boys? You want to charge your phone? Do you need to? Went and crushed a workout. You want long socks, short socks?
Take some short. Maybe. It doesn't matter.
Alright, well, do you get, do those affect your, do you get blisters on your ankles or up high? Because I got these long ones that old dude gave. Or I got the, shorter ones, but they're like ankle.
I'll take the short ones.
Yeah. You're just going to wear the same shirt, or? I might have a different one. Definitely got a different one. I don't know if you want one of the old ones I was wearing, but... What the fuck? You want to wear these?
Sure.
Let's see. Do you want a short sleeve, long sleeve? What do you want?
It doesn't matter.
Get ready here. I know that I have those on. Dude, I really don't want to pull this all the way out. Ah! Yes! Woo! That hurt. You don't want a long sleeve? You don't have to. I'll try to find you a shirt that will fit. There's one.
Yeah.
Is Bro Tank?
Yeah, that's cool.
Alright, there it is. Put it in the back. That fucking hurt, dude. That felt good. Look at that. Look at that shit. You see that? Look how hard I hit that. Dude, it's bleeding. It was bleeding a little bit. Dude, I fucking smashed that thing. Look at it. It's already bruising. Look at that. Fucking smoked that thing. Ouch. That shit hurt. Felt real good on my knee.
That's what makes you an animal.
Right? No, I'm right there with you. Guess who did laundry today? It was me.
Have pockets?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Pretty deep pockets. But look, so sometimes when you sit down, this shit'll come out.
Yeah.
And you see, sometimes your phone will fall out when you get in the car. Dude, look at that bitch. Bruised, a little bit of blood. What the hell? What's up, guys? Dude, I drank 5 or 6 waters today. Hit the gym. Feel real good. Wanted to come back and apologize, I guess. I don't know necessarily about I guess apologize. Because, I was telling you guys a while ago, and it's I don't know if you guys remember, I went to Hollywood. I don't know if you guys were here for that. So I go to Hollywood, and I go when I'm chilling at the end, sitting in my car or something, and I see this darkness, and it's this darkness is there's a darkness, right? It looks like a man. And he stands there and he says, "Okay, you won, shake my hand." And I got pissed. I'm like, no, fuck you. Fucking hate evil. I hate the darkness. Right? So as I go, because he held his hand out to shake it, and I go, boom, and I'm going to break his fucking thumb. I'm going to break it. And the darkness moves off of, and it's my soul underneath. Darkness moves off of it, and I fuck up my own thumb. And I'm like, oh gosh damn it. You little... So what it is what I mean by that is basically darkness just uses my soul. And so I was taking a shower, and I'm like, all right, I go back down to that truth. He's like, okay, you won. We'll shake my hand. And I was like, you know what? I will shake your hand because I know whose hand it is that I'm shaking, and I know you're just using his soul. So it's like the darkness just kind of uses my soul. Anyways, that was like, it was one of the last things. It was like, okay, fuck it, we're good now. But when, and the problem is that I try to sit here and kind of be real with you guys spiritually and go through all the truths and everything. I mean, real, like, spiritually. But, like, even my brother's kids, like, in real life, they're like, is Uncle Tanner, because I hear him, like, talking. I can hear kids and people talk, like, in the streets. It's like, is he evil? And I was like, what? After everything I've done for you, I've been loving on you the whole time. But I get it now because he hides my soul and uses my soul to do in the world. So, like, when 12 comes after me, that's because essentially evil is standing on my soul or trying to use my soul to do things. So what I have to do is I just have to be real about sharing love in flesh. And because this is why it says, like, the word will be flesh. Because I know you guys say, well, this is what's real, or this is like the real side, or this is what's real. But it's like he just uses my soul the whole time. You know what I mean? He just uses me. So it's like when my family and friends and people stand on my soul saying, well, he's just being hateful or blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm probably not. It's not me. It's just somebody using my soul. And since I leave it on, like, autopilot 9 times out of 10, that's just essentially what's real. You know what I mean? But it's like love conquers all. So all I have to do is be loving. And that's why it's like, you guys can't sit here and be like, well, we see his real soul, or we see, and then he's like, because I'll be covered up in darkness a lot because he tries to use my soul. And I can only imagine he would probably have the truth that, well, if I'm destroyed, I'm going to just stand on his soul, right? I'm not going to leave, I'm not going to get off his soul if I'm going to be destroyed, because fuck it. If at that rate, then fuck it. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, this is just something I have to sit through. So, and I remember, like, thinking that, but, daily I just forgive and forget. I just forget. So, and sometimes I come after, I guess, you guys and everything, and people, my family and friends, and I forget this, like, essentially this truth, because at the end of the day, it's like me versus me. You know what I mean? And that's why it's like, well, love conquers all, because you just got to stay loving, right? It's not about necessarily, and this is why, like, my truth would have been broke, because this dude would have stood on my soul and tried to use my soul to win. And it's like, but he's evil, so he'd be using my soul. And so essentially you guys would probably go through and try to break my truth, or, essentially if he's using my soul and I win, then that means he's just like, it's, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Because he's using my soul. So it's just one of those things that, you just go through. It's not that evil would ever win. It's just that he would stand on my soul because I had a truth that said I won. So what would have to happen is we'd essentially have to break that, because as he uses my soul with that truth saying, oh, I won, then it's like, evil's gonna just do whatever they want in the world. So essentially I would have to almost back down and accept the fact that my truth was broken, because he was gonna use me and try to use my truth to win everything in the world, and blah 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 blah. But that's essentially what's real. You know what I mean? And I can feel it at times. Like, I'll be at the gym and I'll be just like crushing it, and it'll be like, oh, I feel weak. It's like, okay, well, that's not my truth. That's just, evil standing on top of me. And it's all of that type of stuff. If I think, oh, I'm hungry, he'll be like, well, I'm not hungry. It's like, okay. Well, I want to eat. I don't even want to eat. So I have to just kind of make it through all that shit. And remember, like, the truth at the end, that I was saved. You're going to hit a gym sometime. I already hit the gym. I just hit it. Yeah. That's why I was telling you guys, like, if you try to look at my soul on the real side of shit, it's like, dude, feel the phone now.
It's about to overheat.
Right? if you guys... Dude, I wonder why that is. Isn't that crazy? Like, we're in the shade, too. But if you guys try to, like, be real with my real soul on the other side, he'll probably just be using it. That's why the word is going to be flesh. That's why I'm not necessarily real about my own soul. Sometimes I am, but I'm not all the time. You know? Like, if I hit the gym, he'd be sitting here saying, well, I don't want to hit the gym anymore. And that's just what he's doing. Or I didn't hit the gym, that's probably what he would say. He'd say the exact opposite of me. Like, if I said I'm straight, he's going to stand on my soul saying, well, I'm gay. This is what he's going to do. Trying to change the word. Trying to use that word or that soul to do what he wants. So, like, if I say God wins, he's going to say somebody else wins. He's going to say the opposite. You know what I mean? So that's why the soul doesn't really even talk down there. I could only imagine. You know what I'm saying? Am I gay? No. Hell no. I mean, we all do gay stuff, but no. I don't actually do that much gay stuff. But I tell dudes that they look good if they look good. I mean, I'm really heterosexual, and I know that I'm straight, so I feel comfortable saying that. I don't care what anybody else said. My mother says, you know you sound gay, right? Whatever. Okay. Were you going to tell him he smelled good? I liked his cologne? No. Well, then I am. Pretty simple, isn't it? Simple. S-I-M-P-L-E. Simple. So, but this is exactly why the word will be flesh. You know, and I got mad at my family and friends because it's like, well, you know, they would probably stand there and try to hold my soul down. Or I got mad at my dad because he would try to, like, restrict me from doing anything because essentially evil would be trying to take my soul over. So they would try to be fighting evil, but it's me underneath that still. He's just using my soul. So, pretty simple. So I just got it. That's why this is again why the word will be flesh, because if I sit here and try to be real on the other side, but this evil is going to just sit on my soul, you guys will never know what's real. Like if I say I'm going to go, he might say any fucking thing. He could say anything. If I say I'm going to go play games, you guys might ask, well, what game? And dude, you might never know. Why? He keeps saying something different. He keeps saying, if I say I'm going to go play sports, he's going to just keep saying something different. So it's really hard to be real with my real soul when he stands on it, and he just stands on it. So, but that's what's real. You know, that's like the last thing I saw. What games you play? I've been playing Valorant, pretty all right. But again, when I play, it's hard because I'm like playing myself. So like if I have a good shot and all of a sudden my shot isn't hitting, it's like, but they are hitting the shot. It's like, oh, okay. Well then, how about that? I think I'm playing myself right here. You know, like what Quavo or Offset said, you played yourself. Okay, well, that sucks a little bit. I guess I'm my best competition. You know what I mean? So that's what evil was doing. He would, like, if I was sent from God and he knew I was, he would use my soul to try to go against God. And so my family and friends and my dad would, like, drop on my soul trying to help me and stop me from doing that. But it wasn't actually me. You know me, I don't fight God. I don't hate God. But it's just knowing who you are. Pretty cool. I've been playing a lot of Valorant. Oh, I play Clash Royale. Play a little bit of Clash Royale. Love Clash Royale. I don't spend any... Oh, Monopoly Go. I don't have enough money or cards. Ever since they updated it and you lost all your damn cards because they were max level, it's like, son of a bitch. And then it's like to get those... Not the tokens, but to get the things where you can fill in your cards. Super hard right now if you don't spend any money. Plus, it's fucking 120,000 just to max level. I've got like maybe 6 or 8 or 10 cards maxed. I have a lot that can level up, but a lot at like level 14, some at 15, and then some I just don't have the money, you know. So I don't like clan wars because of that. It's like, well, shit, I'm getting dog trashed out here because you get like 1 or 2 decks. You know, they put in their musketeer, which I still don't have enough cards for my. I might have my musketeer up, but the minions, the 3 minions in the air, the 3 minions or whatever, the musketeer max level. It doesn't matter. Minions level 15, one shot them. Dude, just trash them. It'll just trash them. My spells aren't very high level. You know, I have like 1 or 2 decks that I can use, but they're all built around the same thing. So anyways. I got like 1,600 flights of stairs, though, in like 20 minutes. 21:18 or 22:18. So I was cooking on the stair machine. I mean, cooking. I put it up at one point to like 15. 15 speed, but I still wasn't. I mean, it was okay, but I still wasn't like. I mean, I was going fast, but it wasn't like, you know, back in like high school or, you know, working out. You hit the stairs, you go to the bleachers, and you hit the bleachers. I still wasn't like cooking like that yet, but nevertheless. So yeah, that's just what's real. But I was like, you know, and I was telling, you know, I guess evil in the because I hate evil, but it's like, well, evil is using my soul. So I was like, you know what? I will shake your hand because I won, but I know I'm not shaking your hand because you're not necessarily real and you're using his soul. So to me, it feels good. It's like, okay, well, I'll shake my own hand. You know what I mean? Which it's okay. It's like, I know that's Tanner Christian Coy's soul underneath that. But yeah, and I always wondered, like, when my brother's kids, they were like, man, dude, they said, well, you know, what is it? Is Uncle Tanner evil? I was like, shit. I've been nice to you guys, loving on you guys the whole time. I take you to the park. Savages. Hurt my feelings. It's like, do I look like it? But they're looking on the other side. Their eyes are essentially open. So like, it is what it is. But this is like why I had to sit through being destroyed, because he stands on top of my soul and tries to use my soul. So it's like, here's the truth, and you drop it, and you sit through being destroyed. Very, very detrimental. Troubling. Very troubling. Because like, you're sitting underneath it. Like, I was the good guy. I was a sweet one. I was nice. I would try to be nice and loving the whole time. I don't know if I deserved that. Fucking, so when I sat through it, I didn't want to get up ever again. I was like, nah, hell no. And it's like, nah, probably, I don't want to get up. Why? Why don't I want to get up? God said I'll be saved right here. Bro, it's not. That shit is like, I was, you know what I mean? I was sitting there in my head. I was a good person the whole time. Why? What the hell happened here? And then you sit through it, and it's like, oh, fuck. I'm not moving. I don't want to move. I don't really want to move anymore. But I pick it up and I move now. Because you just like, God reassures you, you know, you're not going to be the one destroyed. So since he tries to use my soul in the world, or what's real out here, this is why we take it to one moment, like before it all happened or when it all happened, that we go in and we destroy him, and we just pull the souls outside of it, so that he can't use my soul to try to accomplish what he's doing. And the main thing is to just share love. Just share love. You know what I mean? Like that'll be the difference between, in a sense, you and him. Right? If he hates the world and he hates God and all this other shit, when you share love, you can find the difference in that. So you just got to be sweet and loving, and just, you know, be nice and kind. which, it's a little tough for me because I'm still like a grown-ass man, an animal, but it's like since he uses your soul, you can't necessarily be that animal, because when you become that animal, he'll use that animal against other people and try to sit there and make you, so you got to be very cautious on it, which it's tough. It's tough, you know what I mean? It's like, shit, well, if he's gonna use, if I get to be like, let's say this fucking, this giant ass animal, he's just gonna still be sitting on the soul using it. So, but it's all good. I feel much better today. Especially like sitting through that shit. And I think what it is, I think God kind of opened my eyes to the truth. It's like you remember that evil's using your soul to try to accomplish what he does. So you can't be essentially real in the world until you learn, you understand that, and you just be loving. Because if you are the real one and he tries to use you, then he'll try to use you to hurt other people or do bad in the world, where you have to be loving and sweet and just go and do. So I kind of understand now. I think God opened my eyes, I believe he did, to understand that, like, the reason that we haven't, even though it's all been done and I already sat through it, is because it's like we're making sure that you'll stay sweet and loving. Because if you can't stay sweet and loving, then essentially you're sitting for what he's doing. Because essentially you guys are like the opposite, right? So I have to be sweet and loving, like, at all times, which, I try to be. But so it's more like, just perfecting that and making sure I get better at that. To remember not to get mad and upset. Don't be quick to anger. So, like, really kind of stay true to what the Bible says and be, loving and blah, 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 blah. But, yeah. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Take notes, John. I mean, that's what he's doing to you. That's what Drake was doing. So when St. John the Baptist on the Holy Lamb. Yeah, that's what he's doing. I mean, he's just using us, to try to accomplish his will. If we're good people, we got to remember to stay sweet and loving and not let that shit get to us. But anyways, what up, Stinky? So I might go back to the gym later and hit abs. How long were we in the gym? Probably like 2 hours. Close to. Almost 2 hours. Got a pretty good pump. I tried to really work back, but dude, it was tough. It's tough. Yep. So, but I don't know what I'm about to do. Kind of want to go for a walk or go to the park or something. It's hot right now. It's like 79 degrees, but I don't necessarily want to get too sweaty because I just took a shower, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Yeah, it's cool finally. Which means if he's using my soul, he's probably using my stream a lot to try to accomplish what he wants. And that's why Kendrick's like, well, if you want to take it to the internet, we'll take it there. So he probably tries to use the stream and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, feel really good. Feel real good. Feel real good. I do kind of want to go play some sports. Go be a little active. But even like right there, it's like, well, like I was thinking, man, I might go for a walk or go for a little jog or run or something. And he's like, well, I don't want to walk. I could hear him on my soul saying that. So it's like if I say anything I say, he says the opposite. So you just got to go and do and not even really think about anymore. Which means like get out of your head, essentially. Just been chugging waters, man. I probably drank like 6 waters today. I probably sweat out like so many people tried to stand on my soul. Yeah, my head is in the dark. Well, you got to get out of it. How are you going to get out of it? So if your head's in a dark place, get out of your head. Like, okay, so let me put it like this. There's a lot of young kids who come and hit the gym right now. And you know how, like, Kendrick's like, you and your crew are like a pedophiles? Like, that's what Kendrick was talking about, like Drake. So anytime I'm at the gym and there's, like, a younger girl, I can hear in my mind, oh, like, she's cute or, I'd like to fuck. I always hear this shit and I just, whatever. All the fucking time, because it's like, the spirit on my soul is going to try to take advantage and try to make it real, but I don't have to make it real. So God gonna get me out of it. Yep. Go so most of the time, like, drinking helps keep me out of my head. Why? I don't know, because I get up and go, just stop thinking about everything and just get more into flesh or person. Real in the world and not real in my head or on the other side or spiritually, I guess. So drinking, I don't know why, it just has helped me. I really kind of want to go bowl again, but it's the weekend and its prices are up. So also, because bowling's kind of solo or duo, whatever. You could do it with friends, but like John's hurt right now, so we can't necessarily go throw the baseball or throw the football because his hands and his head hurt. So I mean, it just is what it is. You just got to wait it out. But that allows me, like, bowling or something. And if I don't trying to, it just takes time. It takes time. Not a big deal. Like when I play games online, if I get caught in my head and I don't, like, say, if I start, like, saying what I would say out loud in my head, then he'll try to, like, use that. So for instance, when we're playing video games, it's like you gotta have comms. You gotta tell them, don't get locked in your head. You know what I mean? Be vocal. Just say what you feel. Because for me, if I don't say it out loud, then he'll try to use that, and it'll be like, oh, well, he said his word, this thing, that thing. So Jared will be fine. My cousin will be fine. Jared will be fine. But yeah, that's really what it is. Try to keep out of your head. Gotta avoid the tunnel vision. I don't know what that means. I don't know what tunnel vision is. Like, Looking in a tunnel, keep your head on a swivel. Oh, yeah. Well, but sometimes, like, you got to stay pretty focused in games. But you got to be able to move and move around. You know what I mean? You sit too long, he'll stand there on your soul. I know you'd know that one, football talk. Oh, yeah, you got to have your head on a swivel. Also, though, you need to... That's more offense. I guess defense, too. I mean, if you're an outside linebacker, you got to be able to watch that, you know, that fucking... that crack from the fucking... the inside receiver. But it's a lot of offense. You know what I mean? That needs to keep their head on a swivel. Yeah, you think that until if I get cracked one time and you're my corner and you didn't yell crack, bro, I'm chewing your ass. But they do the same thing to seal off the end too, the defensive end. So you got to watch that too. Which that'll be the outside linebacker. But nevertheless, the outside linebacker should almost always be on that inside receiver or split him. You know, it really just depends. It depends what coverage you're running and what you're doing, but yep, might head out of here for a little bit and go do something. You know, it's toasty today, boys. It's fucking hot today. It's enjoyable. I like the hot weather. I thought you were running back, but you seem to know. I was outside linebacker. What is it? Strong safety? Is it? Strong safety comes down, right? So outside, we called it bandit. The rover was the true outside, the strong side outside backer. I was the kicker too. And the kick returner. The only thing I sat out on, and the punt returner. Only thing I sat out on was punt. That was my senior year. Let me see, junior year? It's probably pretty close to the same thing. So I was the kicker for kickoffs. And the extra point, or I think I truly got to my junior year, start extra point. I was a backup kicker, sophomore year, I think. Because I didn't get to necessarily start at running back, though I chewed our defense apart, bro. Dude, our defense was so good my sophomore year, but it made me so much better. They couldn't stop me. Bro, our defense was so good, bro, I'd break them. Give me the ball, I'm breaking them. Get through the hole, I'm just breaking them. My best friend started as a sophomore. I didn't. I was like the backup. I was averaging almost 10 yards per carry my sophomore year. But we had a huge line. I think it was like 10.3 or 10.8 my sophomore year. But I didn't get that many carries. I got to do a lot of kickoff returns. And I loved that shit, bro. I could read a hole like nobody's business. The reason I didn't start is because we had a big dude who was a running back, but he was more like, he didn't make moves. He just like headstrong through the hole. Cool dude. No, not like just beating up the hole. No, bro. I mean, I might hit the hole, but sometimes I'm a little cautious to the hole because well, truth be told, I'm a little slow to the hole. Sometimes I wasn't a downhill running back. I like to break people. I like to, like, if I see the hole, I might hit it, but that's one of the things I had to get better at, but I'm really good at, like, breaking people and dodging hits. And if you hit me and don't wrap up, I don't go down. It doesn't matter. I just won't go down. My balance, like on 2 feet off of a hit, dude, it's good. It's good. I'm really hard to take down. You know what I mean? I'm doing all right. Doing a lot better today. Did my laundry this morning. I was really excited because I got to go back to the gym. I didn't want to go to the gym, which, I mean, I've been trying to hit the gym hard, and I didn't have really that much extra shorts or clothes to wear. So, I mean, I have sweatpants, but I've been sweating so much, man, that it's like, bro, I mean, dude, like damn near ruining my shit. I guess. Yeah, Jacob, I like just about everybody. Hate evil, but love everybody. You know, everybody got their different vibes, do their different things. I don't really know old girl, but yeah, I like her. It's like you guys. I don't really know you, but I like you. You guys seem pretty cool for the most part. I don't know you. I mean, would I have a beer with you? I'd probably have a beer with you. I'd probably have a beer with anybody, to be real honest. And I'd probably just talk about nonsense. I don't even know. Probably sports. Or just nonsense. I don't like to get too caught up. Teriyaki would have a beer in you. I don't like to get too caught up in all the shit going like on in my life anymore. It's just like, you know, so it's like, you know, I tend to tell people like, well, what do you do for a living? I just work for God, you know. Doesn't pay a lot, but love to do it. So, you know what I mean? I'm moving down to Cali with you. Okay. Moving down to Cali in with you. There's not, I mean, dude, how tall are you? You're 6 foot what? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That's, dude. You better get a fucking car. Or an RV, a miniature one. But nevertheless, pretty cool. RV would be sick. Yeah, it would. It would. Be nice. Be really nice. Yeah, there's a big van right next to me. Be pretty cool to have one of those. I've seen some pretty sick ones in Arkansas. Pretty fucking sick ones in Arkansas. Yep. Of course, you know, you could just use like, I don't know what these things are called that you put in your windows or, you know, your windshield to block out this. I don't know what those called. But you could, that would be so cool. Yeah, it would. Yeah, one of those vans modified to be like a home. Yeah. One of my buddies that I met over here, he had one. It was pretty dope. Had it in the back, just had a little bed. I mean, you don't need much more than that. I wouldn't need much more than that. Like, just a little bed. I mean, a little kitchen or a little mini fridge would be nice, but then you'd have to worry about the electricity. So, of course, you could just buy a battery and then just use the battery, but then shit. Or just get a cooler. Which, the other day, some dude just was walking by. He's like, hey, I just got a new cooler. You guys want this one? And he gave me a fucking cooler. Pretty cool. Which is good because I forgot mine back in Arkansas. So. But dude, God's great. Life's great. If you were asking if I was going to go to the gym and show you guys a gym sesh, the answer is no. The answer is hell no. Like to go in, crush my workout, no. Not in Planet, no. In Planet Fitness, no. I don't even know if you can do that. I've seen them at like big gyms and they shut that shit down. Because a lot of people don't like to be on camera. It's a little bit privacy, I guess. Hell if I know. So I don't like doing that. I don't like taking pictures in the gym either. I don't like doing any of that. I like just sit back, do my fucking thing, crush it, and get out. I like to look in the mirror a little bit to see if I have my abs. And I have a couple right now. I'm working on them. We'll pitch in to get you a tripod. We'll pitch in to get you a tripod. Nah, it's public gym. You should be good. This is not a public gym. Like, I don't think this is a public gym. If you pay for it, I don't think it's public. I think it's like almost private. I don't know about privately owned, but you know what I mean? I don't know about publicly owned. I know it's a franchise, but the public doesn't necessarily own it. So either way, you know, they have rules and shit. So, I mean, I'm not even trying to. Even if they said I could, I wouldn't do it. Why? I don't know, because it seems like I'm bringing too much attention to myself, and I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. I already stand out a lot. I don't want to go around like, you know, saying, "Hey, everybody, look at me." God first. Yep. Always is. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do that. I don't want to be caught up in that nonsense. You know what I mean? It just brings too much attention to me. So no. If I had like a gym in my house, I would do it. Any plans for the week? Just chill. Just chill. USA plays on Wednesday. Mexico. Actually, Monday is a stacked ass week of games, or like a day of games. Brazil and Japan. I think the Netherlands plays somebody. Morocco and they might play the Netherlands, but then there's another game. Dude, it's just stacked all day that day. And then Mexico on Tuesday. It's going to be some great games. On Monday. Oh shit, Sweet Corn is here. I didn't realize. What's up, dude? Yep. A lot of really cool. I mean, don't have a lot of money, so just probably hit the gym. Actually, Mexico is one of the only teams that kept a clean slate. No goals allowed. Pretty fucking impressive. Them, I think Argentina, but Argentina has one more game. And maybe Spain. Maybe. There were only, I think, 3 of them. Oh, Guam has got a clean slate, I think. That was pretty surprising. I said, well, damn. But I think they're number 3 in their bracket. I don't know how that's happening. I don't know how you're number 3 and you've given up no goals. I mean, apparently the other teams are beating each other, but you're going to have to score a goal. Sitting out there pretty neutral. You know what I mean? You might find your way in at 3, but shit. You're probably going to need to score a couple goals. I think they have 1 win, maybe. Yeah. The United States, I think, gave up 4. Gave up 2 or 3 last night. Did you guys watch that game? Watched a little bit of it. It was okay. Christian Pulisic was out there. I mean, really, I don't even know if he would go full pace. I mean, if you could try to push him, but there's no reason to do that either. It's like, go out there, get some in-game World Cup. You know, you've been here before. Just get your movement in, get comfortable on the side, you know, work with the teammates. You don't have to like make too many runs or do too much. Don't go out there hurting yourself. We need you for the next couple games, right? We're going through no matter what. So do USA? No, USA got beat. I've never really played Magic, but I played Hearthstone. Hearthstone's pretty fun. It's all right. But I got a really fucking nice deck though that the game built for me, and you get to like pick a deck, and I picked one, and dude, it was nasty. I think I got a hunter deck, but dude, it's a nasty deck. I only lose maybe 2 or 3 times with that deck. It's brutal. It's brutal deck. But I love doing like the battlegrounds, I think it is, in Hearthstone. If you guys played Hearthstone or have never played, it's a good way to get to know the characters, the cards, and then you just get random abilities like king abilities, character abilities. So there's like 4 characters you can choose from, but if you don't have the battle pass or haven't paid for it, then you get 2, but I think you can re-roll 2, so it's pretty cool. No, USA did not win. We lost 2-3, 3-2. They nutmegged Christian Pulisic too. I would only imagine a really good goal. He's alive, just chilling. You want to say it? You want to get on stream?
Yo, what's up?
You want to be on? Son of a bitch. Guys, if I lose you, if my stream ends, then we're done. My phone is overheating. Why? I have no fucking clue. No clue. But it's definitely overheating. So. Looking good, though. He's looking good. Looking a lot better.
Yo. Feeling better.
That's the good news. You got to get your hand better, and then we can fucking go throw and...
Just got to get that glass out.
The glass will come out. I told you, the more active you are with your hands, or more active, it'll push. But like, if you just sat here and squeezed your hand a lot...
I do that a lot. In the nights, too. Like when you're asleep and stuff, and I'm just on my phone.
But you got to like squeeze it hard. And then you can like hold, like you can put something around it.
I do. That's why this one's peeling off, because I squeeze it so hard that it's just, it goes up right here. Like I feel my skin right here going up. That's why it's peeling. I do that.
Okay, so let me also tell you, if you don't get that glass out and rip some of those scabs off and it closes, they're going to have to reopen it to get it out.
I know, but I'm not too scared of that because the glass isn't too deep, so it's not gonna be too scary. It's just like a little slit, take it out, maybe a stitch, maybe one here. If not, it could heal.
Yeah.
Or
you just rip a little bit off and then just push it out. It's not that bad.
Pretty gross. Your phone's hot?
Dude, yeah. I was just saying, I don't know why. So yeah, might just go chill. His beard looks short. Yeah, it does. It looks good.
I don't know. It's just too long. That's how I'm always just like, fuck, I need a haircut. Because look, I could grab a fistful and another fistful. It's just like, it's a lot of hair, bro. I don't like that.
Still look good.
I don't like it.
I've been shaving. I haven't shaved in a minute.
No, I can't shave, though. I can't be like that either. Like, fucking bald face.
This isn't bald.
I just feel like I look dumb. I look like fucking...
You guys see the patch that I have?
Buzz Lightyear, bro.
I have a patch underneath my chin. It grows in a little bit. It just takes a little bit longer. So, anyways, guys, I'm not lying. My phone's overheating, and I really don't want it to like turn off. So I might just get out of here before it kicks me out, saying, "Oh, you overheated." I'm not charging. I'm just sitting here streaming. Much love to you guys. Might be back later. Might not. We'll see. So, anyways, deuces, peace and love.